What's up, everybody?
Everybody? Super excited for this show. I have been waiting for this for the whole entire week, frothing at the mouth, waiting to be able to have the opportunity for the Horns Forward podcast to interview BallHawk. Take it away, sir. Introduce yourself.
Well, good evening, my Horns Forward family. BallHawk1 here from the northern regions of Wisconsin. I say, how are you?
Around the horn.
Thirsty.
What's up, BallHawk?
So
Okay.
I'm gonna say that I am thirsty, and I'm gonna start it off like we always do with a little ASMR.
Well, you know, Jorge frickin' Rollins has the floor here.
There we go. Oh, there we go. Yeah, right there. I don't have my fancy mic today, so
Brian,
I'll let you
should we
have the
match?
first crack. I'll get the next one.
All right.
Let me know when it's my turn.
It is your turn.
Your turn. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, I'm going to crack my St. Louis beer here. Oh, just kidding. But I hear September 9th, there may be one at Sun Brewery. So for now, I just drink have fun.
There you go.
Prost. Ein Prost.
Well, I know we want to hop right into it because you brought your own special guest.
Well, you see, at the showcase, I got to meet a lot of warriors fighting for positions in the XFL. And some of their stories just touched my heart. There's Sean Ned. He's a baller from Daytona Beach Broncos. I met Lacoby Tucker. But the one that really hit home with me, because as a child, it was not easy for me, was Jeremiah Spice. Man, I love his story. And I can't say enough about how good of a warrior he is, but how good of a person he is too, and hard worker.
Well, now you can.
Oh, my guy Jeremiah!
There he is. Right.
Oh, mad respect.
How's it going, man?
Jeremiah, welcome to the show.
Thank y'all for having me. Thank y'all for having me.
Certainly.
Now, Jeremiah, tell them how much you want to be a Battlehawk. No, I play. I know you want to just be an XFL, and I respect you. No, you goes on.
Right here. These colors.
Whoever picked me up, I'm forever grateful. You know, man. And I'm just ready to go right now.
I mean, I'm sure you look real good in these colors.
Oh, yeah.
Woohoo! That's all I'm saying.
I would even agree with that. I would agree with that. He would look good in those colors. Black and yellow kind of guy.
Yeah. I look good in every football uniform I ever been in.
Okay.
I like that.
That's right.
I will tell you, we are, XFL fans in general, but in San Antonio especially, we're a pretty crazy bunch. Because it didn't even take a full season, and I already inked myself permanently with the Brahma horns right here. So, just saying, if you come home to San Antonio, you're gonna be taken care of.
Yeah, right, man. I just hope that somebody see my gift.
Oh no, I think his phone was dying. Oh wait, I see him there.
Yeah, he said his phone was low. Hey, can I ask a question? I want to know, Jeremiah. Give us the thing about you that a team needs to know why they should have you on there. Why are you an important keystone to any XFL team?
I think that I'm an important cornerstone. I feel like I'm a missing piece to everybody's puzzle that they're looking for. They can't get to the playoffs, to the championship. I feel like I'm very versatile. I can play the whole front five. I can play outside linebacker, middle linebacker, D-line. I can play fullback. I'm very effective and useful, and I'm very consistent, persistent. My energy is contagious. I never give up. I go for 4 quarters, and I don't take no plays off, and I'm very coachable, and, whatever coach teach me, I'm going to go all the way with it.
Very coachable is a key word to me.
we'll make some calls to Coach Ward and make sure he keeps his eye on you.
Yeah.
No, you meant
So-
Coach Beck. You meant Coach Beck. I know you did.
I
He said
deleted
what he
his number
said.
off my phone.
Yeah. So
So, Jeremiah, why don't you tell us about your experience in the showcase? Because I know that there's probably some potential people that are interested in how your journey has been so far through the showcase and getting to display your talents to the XFL. What's that been like?
my experience was great. You know, it was good to be back. You know, especially after my car accident last year. Got ejected out the car 123 feet in Orlando, Florida, in last April uh, to 2022. You know, so this is my first year back, and I did good. You know, I did good in all my linebacker drills. You know, so I'm just ready to go. I wish I could have did some 1-on-ones like 2020 when I got drafted to the Wildcats. You know, in the showcase. But this showcase was a little rushed a little faster. You know, we only had like one rep each, so it is what it is. I made the best out of it. You know, and I'm just ready to go. You know, they see my potential. They see my what I can do. You know, so I'm just waiting.
Excellent. Well,
Man, and to make that comeback from like you said, going from a car accident, being ejected that far, and now you're showcasing for the XFL, that is amazing. And I mean, tip my hat to you, sir.
Yeah, that's just another little roadblock that I've been through. You know, I've been through a lot of different things that was tough in my life. You know, and that's how I got through that too. You know, just I implement that when I play football, 4 quarters. You know,
He's got heart. I love it. I
yeah,
love it.
You
sir.
have BallHawk1 speechless. I am just speechless over everything you've been through, young man, and your life and your upbringing. And you go get it. That's all I'm gonna say. You go get it, my dog.
Sure, man. Thank you, man.
So Jeremiah, what's led you up to the XFL and trying out? What are some of your experiences?
Just getting coached by NFL legend coaches and just getting smarter, getting your football IQ up, and just I feel like my football IQ is off the roof now. But my first time going in, like getting coached by coaches like Winston Moss and Pepper Johnson, and just coaches like that, and just it just put me on a whole nother level. I was already on a whole nother level, like with just natural gifted and having talent. But like me, like getting around the coaches actually like uh, turning on like a light bulb in my head, pretty much.
So I know you had mentioned that you had gotten drafted previously by the Wildcats.
Yeah.
Obviously, COVID had different plans for the world. But outside of that, what other leagues have you played for? What other football experience do you have? What experience do you bring to the table for the XFL teams that are looking out for maybe a new
I
linebacker?
was I was in the fan control football.
I think we might have
Well,
lost
he
him.
said he was
Hold
low
on.
on power.
There we go. There we
there he
go.
is.
Oh,
All right.
hi, he's back.
There you go.
Yeah, I was in the spring league with the Aviators. I was in the fan control football league. I got brought in by the LA Chargers. Cleveland Browns. I've been in pretty much every league, pretty much except for the CFL. So I pretty much bring like a lot of experience from different coaches and different,
So what have you
Well,
learned
awesome.
from each one of those leagues that you've played in? What's something you've taken away from those?
just knowledge every time, just getting smarter. Like every time I go, I plan on getting smarter, smarter, smarter. That's what I try to do. I feel like knowledge is key. Just knowing everything.
Awesome. Well,
So,
I mean, I know you said, Jeremiah, that your battery was low, and we don't want to put you at zero, but we do want to thank you for joining us here. And I will say that I hope to see you wearing this Brahma logo come next spring. But if you don't, anywhere but Arlington. I'll just leave it at that.
Oh, why you
and
rip on
A lot
Arlington?
of friends.
Why
even
you
if you
rip
wind
on
up
Arlington?
Jeremiah,
Uh,
even if you wind
I'm
up in
just waiting on my
Arlington,
piece of the pie. That's it. I'm just waiting on my piece of the pie. That's
yeah,
it. I
even
don't
if
want
you wind up
nobody
in
else.
Arlington, we're still going to
Most of us will.
In Arlington, we'll still cheer you on, man.
Yep. Absolutely, man.
Thank you, man.
Best of luck, dude.
We wish you the best
I
of luck, man.
appreciate you.
Thank you so much. Yes, sir. Thank y'all for having me, man.
Take care, man.
All right. XFL coaches, take note. That man has some heart and deserves a spot in the league.
Mm-hmm.
So
If
speaking
you
of
read
people
this
that have
Give him
heart,
better
Story.
than Arlington.
speaking of people that have heart, let's get to this guy right here in the middle.
Oh, I appreciate you. You know, he is one of my favorite players I've seen in the showcases this year. So I thank you for having him on.
Thank you.
So I have a
Bringing him.
question.
Yes, sir.
I have a question for Jorge. What's it like being a WWE superstar, Jorge frickin' Rollins?
It doesn't pay well, and
Oh!
injuries are
It
constant.
sounds like my
So,
job.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is, you know. But you do it for the fans because it's beautiful. And the little
Yes,
kids.
we do. I must say, I did enjoy my time in San Antonio. You all treated me like family. That's why I pay homage to Horns Forward tonight.
Well, we love it and appreciate it. And we've talked about it several times on the show. We have our fun little rivalries and things like that, but we truly are all one family. Because
Absolutely.
we're all
Yeah, you're like the
together.
cousins that we don't talk to at the family reunion. I know. Or vice versa. Whatever.
Well, I mean, you did say you were from, Wisconsin and you're going down to St. Louis. So just as long as we're not the cousins you try and make out with at the family reunion.
No, that's Kentucky.
Kissing cousins.
I think that might be the Birmingham team from the USFL you're mistaking them for. So,
Hey,
I'm just saying.
Hey, you got to be nice because there's a connection there.
One quarter is all they're good for.
Yes. But, okay, let's get back on track.
Oh, so you don't want to talk about Kyle Sloter then, I suppose.
No, we're not going to waste any time on that subject matter. But what we do want
I appreciate that.
What we do want to talk about is your backstory, BallHawk. Tell us about your origins. Where did you come from? What's the inspiration? What's going on with BallHawk1?
Well, in 2020, I decided I wanted to watch XFL. And the closest team to me was St. Louis. And I watched a few games and got excited. And they had a guy named Robinson. And I really liked him. So I bought tickets for me and my son to go. And then this little cough and sneeze thing happened. And yeah, that's all I'll say about that. But so when season tickets went on sale this time, I was like, there is no, that way that I'm missing out. But as we know, I travel from Wisconsin, so I know no one in the loop. So I reach out to some of my super fan friends in the NFL and I say, how do you meet people? And they said, come up with a costume. So I try it. And I only had $80, so I random things and threw it together, and this happened. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I mean, I wish I had an elaborate story for you, but I really don't.
No, that's a good story.
That's fantastic, man.
But I have to believe that you were probably wearing the horns before you came up with the costume. Just a hunch.
He already had that piece.
No, I only typed in winged hat in eBay, and this showed up.
Your ancestors are so proud of you right now.
And you know what?
And the accent is easy because I live by. Oh, go ahead, Jorge.
I was gonna say when we swapped out hats, I put on yours and you put on my sombrero in San Antonio, I felt your energy just come through me.
Oh wait, you know what?
So it's all the hats.
I've got a video of that, guys. I've got that on video.
Well, wait, I do too. Actually, I have one too that I was gonna bring up.
The ice baby. Yeah.
Wait. Oh no. Why is the captain going off?
There's a couple too many of these right here.
Yep.
Well, I don't much like Bruno Mars, but this is one song I do like.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, there's the Queen.
Yeah.
The Queen Hyena herself.
Yep.
Yeah.
And high-fiving Little Man. That's awesome.
No, it's been really great. The people of St. Louis have been, I learned a lesson when I came to San Antonio. I met up with the defender. You guys had him on last week?
Mm-hmm.
You know him? Yeah, he showed me the basement of the Alamo and locked me in a closet. I was so pissed. Oh, sorry.
Well,
It's
no,
an adult. You can talk.
You
Fine.
can cut. Yeah, you're good. You're good. Did you see DJ down there by any chance?
Yeah, he was mopping the floor. Something about earning money for internet money. I mean,
right.
I would not have known, but his name tag said DJ Horns for.
I mean,
did he have some ridiculous sunglasses?
Oh
on
yeah,
too?
probably his hippie glasses on.
He did, and I all he said was, "Get me out to the field so I can hug a renegade." I don't know what that meant, and it was weird.
That sounds about right. I mean, you talk about San Antonio, you like it here. I mean, I've heard some rumors.
Oh, and rumors are.
I mean,
What did you hear?
I heard that you may be coming down this way permanently.
Oh, we may in about 2 or 3 years. I always wanted to live in Texas, and I say, "Are you kidding?" My face melts there.
It literally did.
But oh, at the championship game, I painted my face 3 times, and it never worked.
And
that's why you don't see many of the super fans here with face paint.
Yep.
And that's because in May we were still in preheat mode. We weren't fully baking like we are now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you guys slow cook down there. I get it. I get it.
A long roast.
Hence why our brisket is so good, low and slow, baby.
That's right. That's right.
Yep.
Shout out to
I will say though, so no rumors are started. I am definitely BallHawk1 for the Battlehawks, no matter where I live. But I may go to a few San Antonio games incognito.
Fair enough. Hey, I mean, look at this. Mr. Mayor shows up wearing his orange polo and Seattle top hat with his flag at every game. So you come as BallHawk1 and you be the next Mr. Mayor is what I'm saying. So don't hide it. Just flaunt it and be it.
I did sell cars, so I probably could be politician.
That's awesome.
I did appreciate San Antonio. You all treated me like family down there. And when you come to St. Louis, I want to return the favor. Just know that.
Speaking of coming to St. Louis, so we have the Queen Hyena here, who is like asking if we're coming to St. Louis, specifically on September 9th. Are you going to be going to St. Louis that day?
I will be in St. Louis on September 9th, yes. But that will not be my next trip to St. Louis. My next trip to St. Louis will be on August 20th. Big Brothers and Big Sisters of Eastern Missouri are doing a rock, paper, scissors championship at the ballpark. And they have asked me to come down. I'm not sure what they're going to do with me, but I said I would be there.
I love it.
And then on September 9th, Wild Sun is having a special event. And I hope Dirty's not watching because he would not like me telling his secrets. But I heard they're trying to get some Battlehawk players at the Fan Appreciation Night.
Oh, well, I mean, man, now I feel like I gotta go. Just to, I mean,
I might have a pair of shoes from one of the guys that might be there.
Might.
He might. He's a double-digit number, 11 times 3, but yeah, I can't say any numbers or names.
Dude, why are we doing math on this show? Come on.
I was told there would be no math.
33.
I thought that was 22. My bad. No, 33, you might know.
Yeah, no. So to answer that question, I had forgotten what exact date that was. So thank you, Amanda, for reminding us. That is actually the weekend before my wife will be going out of town. So I may be showing up in St. Louis September 9th, which it'll be my first time in St. Louis. So there may be some Brahma representation up there when it happens.
I would love that.
In the
and
Sea of
just
Blue,
so you know, I did arrange an Uber for the party. So transportation is all of us who like to indulge in adult sodas.
well, yeah, I will certainly be if I get a chance to go, I will certainly be partaking in that Uber because first of all, I've never been to St. Louis. I don't know where the heck I'm going without GPS. So Uber it is. I just hope it fits a sombrero.
Oh, I think he can handle that. If not, we'll put you in trunk. No big deal. We'll put you in trunk, and then we'll cover you up so you stay warm.
Oh.
Oh God. Oh man.
You brought this upon yourself, sir.
I'd rather just walk then.
100%.
We can arrange that too.
You should take him for a stroll down by the river.
Oh, that sounds like not my type of thing.
Amanda knows what I'm talking about. So
BallHawk. So all right. So you're coming from Wisconsin. You don't know, people in the Lou like you said. But now that we've had the first full season of the XFL, now going into season 2, from your very first time stepping into the Dusty Dome, I honestly don't know what it's called. It just looks like it's full of dust. But the Dusty Dome in St. Louis.
It's called the Battle Dome.
Okay.
I thought it was called
Where have you been?
Or the Chicken Dome.
So,
Battlehawks are actually choppers. I mean, I don't know if most people know that or not.
I don't think most of the fans know that what the whole because I've never heard a helicopter go caca, but that's just me.
You know what does go caca is a crow. I don't get it, but it is our battle cry, so I support it.
But so
week 1 I came down, Jorge, to answer your question. Week 1 I came down and I thought, okay, this Mohawk Landing has invited me to come hang out at their tailgate. I thought I could get a beer and a burger and it'd be cool. And people started asking for pictures with me. And I was like, okay, I didn't know that would happen. And then all of a sudden I traveled down to Houston for a game. And Katie George says, would you like to interview? Well, my silly BallHawk behind does not know who Katie George is. And I found out later I interviewed on ESPN, and that was kind of crazy.
Nice. Bonafide celebrity.
I mean, I don't have to work very hard at this character. I'm from northern Wisconsin, so the accent's there. And I'm not the brightest bulb in the shed.
Oh, don't you know?
Don't you know? Hey, there's a boatload of us up here, eh?
Oh, hey there.
Let me ask you. So you've already spent $80 on your outfit. Do you plan on spending any more for next season?
I do. I have home and away jerseys that I am getting made. They will look sort of like this.
I've seen the ones you put on Facebook. They look pretty sick, man. I will give you that.
Very nice.
Getting a home and away jersey. And then I met a gentleman at the showcase that does custom boots. So I am getting 7 pair of custom boots made. 1 for each of our opponents.
Now,
yes. Oh yes,
When you
there
say
might be some Brahma poop for you guys. I mean, out of respect, but you still enemies.
But y'all are the ones
now,
that say caca.
are
Well,
you
yeah,
talking like
because
cowboy boots or?
when we beat you down on the battlefield, all you can do is caca yourself.
See, I thought that was word association with how your dome in St. Louis smells, but that's just me.
Well, there might be some truth in that. The Alamo Dome was definitely much nicer, I must say. However, if we're going to keep it real, our staff in the dome was much, much nicer.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. I mean, I got to go to your home opener and watch you guys and root for you as you trounced Arlington. And
we did like that day, yes.
Yeah, the lights were a little dim, maybe a little bit dusty, but everybody there was
and the
friendly.
field is like a teal color.
Yeah, it didn't help with the lighting. And I will say that on numerous occasions, everybody was they were respectful. They harassed me a little bit about my Brahmas gear, and that's fine, cool. I respect that. But we all agreed that, and all the St. Louis fans watching will agree with me on this, that apparently Kroenke sucks, and we're all in agreement on that.
Well, for those who chant Kroenke sucks, I ask, why do you let him live rent-free in your head?
Right
there. Right there.
That right there is everything. It's like it's over. It's like it's an ex-girlfriend that broke up with you guys. Like, come on.
But
obviously she broke up with him, not him breaking up with her, because he wouldn't care that.
Right. But they've been wronged on such a core level that they can't let it go until they build an effigy of this man and burn him. But you can't have open flames down at the dome there. So what are they going to do? So,
well,
yeah, that dust might catch fire.
Of Wolverine laying in the bed just with the picture. That's how.
I feel like if they put that energy into supporting the Battlehawks, then we would be successful and they would be much happier. I don't know who Kroenke is, to be honest with you. I've heard, but yeah, it sucks, but everything happens for a reason.
Yep. You guys got the Battlehawks out of it and a much better deal and have the potential for a much better fan base. So run.
Well, I would much prefer to watch XFL over any day myself.
Exactly. And we've actually talked about that on the show here too, how much more engaging it is from a fan perspective, with all the opportunities to interact with not just the players, but the coaches, the other fans, super fans in this group here, being able to go out and just
He does this sometimes.
mingle with everybody and make new connections. So this is what the XFL is.
Oh, and just to add to that, like you guys had the Defender on last week. He has already told me when I come to DC, I have placed. I mean, we are just family in the XFL. Oh my goodness, that guy almost looks like Dirty. But
I literally have no idea what is going on here. I'm sitting here on a Friday night and I tune in and I see BallHawk1 up there with the Brahma people. I'm like, what is going on here with this? So I figured, you know what? I just figured I'd put on my Brahma stuff, Brahma's hat, and support you guys, you know? I mean, that's just all it is to it. You know?
I can dig that.
Dirty is that cousin we were talking about earlier.
Yes, 100%. 100%. And Robert, it's Netscape, not AOL. Stop it.
Hey, no, listen, I want to say this. Thanks for the cheap plug for September 9th. I do appreciate it. You guys should come out. Jorge, don't worry. We'll figure out a way to get you around town. Jason had no problems getting around town. Nobody mugged him or anything. It's just we'll keep you out of sight.
I mean, I might.
I think the most offensive thing that can happen to me is you guys wrap me in a Renegade's towel.
And that could
I have it all ready for you.
It's upside down too.
I put
It's
it upside down.
Perfect.
See,
Perfect.
this is what happens when you're from St. Louis and you partake in St. Louis beverages that BallHawk1 is there. You kind of start losing your mind.
Yes.
That's how that works. But no, I just want to say thank you guys. September 9th, we're doing the X-Fan Legion, and we are doing the X-Fan Legion and BallHawk Live in appreciation. You know, you get a commemorative glass is what you get. You
Oh,
get a
that's
chance
their
to-
after show hours, Dirty.
Oh.
No, you can definitely announce it here.
I
You can
said
talk about a glass, just not what you're going to do with it. That's
Oh no! Wait till he pronounces it 5
it's
times.
a commemorative glass. You get a free beer with that glass, a chance to win Battlehawk, home opener Battlehawk tickets, and we're gonna have some other stuff there on September 9th. So I mean, you know what else? And I might even raffle off my Horns Forward hat.
I mean,
Wait,
it is a collector at this
is
point.
that
right
your
now.
hat though?
Yeah, I heard.
Listen.
Listen,
There's a rumor.
listen,
There's a rumor in the chat.
listen.
Listen. Don't listen to anything the Queen says because it's like battery acid when she talks.
Hey,
Okay.
I don't know if
Hey,
Dirty knows this or not,
Wait,
but
wasn't-
Nucci doesn't
didn't that-
play for San Antonio.
No.
Hey, but I would be honored though that
Uh-huh.
you're wearing her. If it is her hat that you're wearing, that she
Mhm.
wants it back after you've worn it, because that means she just wants a little bit of dirty on her. Is what I'm saying.
Ugh.
Okay.
That's the after hours, Jorge.
With
Yeah,
that
that's the wrong
being
show for this.
said, I
Holy
love you
Lord,
guys.
goodness.
Keep up the good work on here in San Antonio. I do know there's a big surprise coming August 1st. That's all I'm going to say. That's all.
Yeah.
No, Robert, Dirty Toro. I stole your shirt. I stole
Yes.
your shirt is what I stole there. I didn't
And-
steal your hat. I stole your shirt.
Right, no, but he's asking if you stole a hat, and that can be 100% confirmed because he stole it from Amanda.
No,
So-
it's not Amanda's hat. It was my hat. She stole it from me. That's all there is to
Hey,
it.
Dirty,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she got that hat from one of us, and then now you have it.
they're never going to have me back on this show again.
No, I don't blame them.
But
I'm surprised.
since I get one, I bought this special edition Old Forester. When the Battlehawks win the championship this year, we will crack this together, but you must change your shirt.
Oh man, that's gonna be aged for a real long time then.
I know.
Oh, stop with that noise. We play different divisions. We can play you in championship.
Oh, apparently Jackie gave it to her. She says, "I listen. I think Amanda that night had partaken in too many Alamo beers, which is a really good beer. It's a shame that the Battlehawks don't have their own beer. Maybe September 9th.
I
It might
heard
be
the rumor.
It might be a surprise September 9th. I'm not saying, but anyways." Amanda lost her mind, Jack. You had her so drunk she doesn't know if this hat's hers or not. That's all I have
This
to say.
is
on
very
that one.
good beer. I can understand.
That's a fair assessment of the Super Show.
Right, exactly. The Super Show was great. On September 9th, if you guys show up, we will do another Super Show. Everybody is welcome. We will do another Super Show, and everybody will have a blast. And it might be somebody.
Hey, you can crash with me. I have Renegade's blankets all ready for you.
Oh, I'll
Jorge,
sleep outside in the box.
Definitely and one more thing about September 9th. There is, it might be a certain individual's birthday.
He sure did.
Might be a certain individual's birthday on September 9th. I don't know who, but there might be. That's all I'm saying.
Spoiler
Love
alert.
you guys. Thanks for having me on. BallHawk, please be nice to these guys. They're very
Oh, I
lovely
love
group
these
of-
guys. I even
Yeah, you don't.
paid homage to them.
Wow. Wow. All right, guys. I love you. Keep up the good work.
All right,
We
thanks,
love
Dirty.
you, Dirty.
All right.
Okay.
So let's get back on track now. I played Dirty Roll, and then he come on, and so yeah. What
Tonight's
questions
show's
do you
wild.
have for me?
So I kind of want to go back to my original question. So you already told me about what it was like.
All right,
week
Jorge.
one. So the transformation from week 1 all the way to week 10, how you grew, how the fans embraced you. what was that like? I mean, especially not being from St. Louis, what was it like to just see, the guy who eBayed Winged Hat to now you're BallHawk1 and you're beloved in St. Louis?
I am going to break character here real quick to answer that and put my earbuds back in. If I can answer that realistically, can you guys hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. It went down there. I really didn't expect anything. Like get in with Mohawk Landing, a spot to hang out, a couple of friends to chat with, talk XFL, Battlehawks, let's go. I didn't really expect much, and then people started asking me for pictures. But when it really changed, Houston, when I did that interview, the next week I went back to St. Louis, and I must have taken 500 to 600 pictures that day. And everybody, I mean, I walked past tons of people that were like, I saw you on ESPN. And I'm kind of a simple guy, so I honestly didn't know how to handle that, and I don't handle compliments or anything very well. So I'm like, I appreciate that because I didn't know what to say. But the people of St. Louis have been absolutely great to me. The fans of St. Louis are great. When I went down to San Antonio, I felt that same energy. Brahma's World Order, Battlehawks World Order, it's kind of one and the same, honestly. Like, y'all's fan base are just as passionate as St. Louis's. And I really appreciate it. And it's been really overwhelming, to be honest with you. And my wife's like, you're still just Ted to me. So I hope that answers it, Jorge.
No,
I appreciate the question. Back to the live story. Jackie's back now.
Back to
I had to let my cat out. He was crying.
That's for after hours, Jackie.
Woo!
Touche, sir. Touche.
Just have fun.
No.
Yes.
Exactly.
So
is this your first time putting the blue paint back on since championship?
I was at the showcase. I put the blue paint on at the showcase last month. And dude, that was an amazing thing. Rick Story from Mohawk Landing, he bought and cooked food for 200 showcase players and their family. That damn earpiece won't stay in.
Now, did it melt off like it did in San Antonio? Your paint?
I just wiped it and play. I had an interview that morning, and I did that, and then I just wiped it off and just went with sunglasses. I was doing my DJ impression.
They're right here. This right here. Respect from the defender for you, BallHawk1.
Yep.
What's he say? Not break. Wait, I was reaching for earplugs.
There we go. Not breaking character for 35 minutes. Respect.
Oh, just wait till I stay at his place. I will be in character for 48 hours. You will get sick of me.
Where is the toilet?
But he did say he would escort me to add glass to Beer Respect for Beer Snake.
I
Nice.
really hope that we get to go to DC. That DC and St. Louis are the two games that I hope the Brahmas are away for. Because those are the two games that I want to go to.
Yep.
But from what we've
let me ask you: did DC play at home in Brahmas land? Because it would be opposite this year.
Not necessarily. So what
Really?
we've been told, so what we've been told is that it all comes down to availability of venue. So that makes scheduling a nightmare right now. So it's being worked on.
We may come back to you guys.
Potentially,
it's possible.
Very possible.
But I mean, obviously, in the divisions, you guys are going to play each other twice, like you did last year.
Right.
But when you play the South Division and we play the North Division, the home and away switch that everybody just assumed would happen, that might not be the case. And because you also got to remember, like, even like with DC's case, DC United has to not be playing that day as well. If it's going to be,
I don't think it's
a game.
soccer season at that time.
No, it is. Like if it's in
Is
April,
it?
then it starts. I mean, yeah, MLS
starts
starts in
April.
March. Yeah, so it may not be an even swap. Now, I can see St. Louis and San Antonio being a swap, unless there's other. I don't know if there's other teams that use the Dusty Dome, like the Battlehawks.
Well, a
But
lot of concerts go on there. That was
yeah,
the
so
big
that
thing this year. That's why our home opener was like, what was it, week 5?
Yeah, week
Or
4,
week
week
4
something
opener?
like that.
Was
yeah.
because the
So-
dome was booked with concerts before that.
So yeah, that's really what it comes down to. So, as much as we would have wished that we could just plan for like a swap of schedules, from what we've been told, that may not be the case. Like there may be some like, oh yeah, you played home this past year, you'll play away next year, but it just ultimately is going to come down to schedule availability. So for anyone who was planning on traveling for their team, just keep that in mind. Don't book your travel tickets just yet, because wait for the schedule.
Well, I
Yeah.
did see some peculiar posts by teams today about August 1st, and I'm kind of hoping, because I need to buy plane tickets. Because
Yes.
my ship will not
Yeah.
travel that far.
Yeah,
But Jorge,
I mean,
you bring up an interesting point, and I wanted to make a big announcement on your show tonight.
floor is yours,
And you
my friend.
led into that. All right. When the XFL season schedule is released, BallHawk1 wants to come to a non-Battlehawks game. So I will put up a poll on my Twitter page and maybe Facebook to see which fan base would like. I recently booked trips for 15 XFL games, and the Battlehawks will only play 12 next year. Mark my words, they will play 12.
That's bold. That's bold. That's bold.
Oh,
Are they
yeah.
doing
If
are they
Now-
doing that
105,
next year?
Jorge, you want to know how bold I am? If 105.7 will back me on it, I am going to get a Battlehawks 2024 XFL Championship tattoo.
Ooh, man.
I
That's not gonna-
believe.
That's not going to
Make
be
sure-
really good when they don't actually win the
I
championship
know.
and the Brahmas instead win
You're gonna
it
have
here
to
in
keep-
San Antonio.
Well, I'm sorry y'all will be disappointed that day.
Yeah, because it's going to be such an ugly victory for us. Triple digit win, never heard of in the XFL. I mean,
However,
No,
you may be correct, but if 105.7 says they'll back me on it, I will get tattoo.
Now I'm looking at the
But
comments
I want
here.
to come to 15 games this year, so that means that I will have 3 XFL games that the Battlehawks are not part of. Two of them will probably be in Texas. 1 Battlehawk game and then an odd game, because that is the weekend my wife will come with me to see what Texas is about. She has never been there. She wants to live there, but she does not know that you can cook hot dogs on the streets there.
So here's
Just come around March, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Here's
I-
something.
Oh no, I want to
want-
bring her in August.
just for the entertainment value.
I want to
alone,
live in St. Louis. I will be real about that.
Okay, just for the
Now-
entertainment value alone, I would love to make this happen where you come down to San Antonio, because I have to meet the woman that married
Period.
BallHawk1.
Absolutely.
I have to meet her.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so my wife lives by a theory. She says, if it makes you laugh, buy it or marry it.
There you go.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
I mean,
I want to-
can understand that.
I want to tell you, me being in San Antonio next year is probably a good bet. Take the over on that.
Yeah, because
Sure.
I want to put this comment up here from Maya about it. It says, head out to the biggest and best tailgate the Houston Roughnecks.
Oh,
Now,
don't get me started about Houston, Jorge.
I mean, look, I went to Houston versus San Antonio, and I showed up honestly, I showed up 3 hours early. One, to check into the hotel, then go to the stadium. My tailgate ended up being at Hooters next to my hotel because this was the tailgate at Houston. Where is everybody?
Oh no!
I mean, I had a good time sitting in the tailgate of my truck waiting for people.
Yeah. I mean, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Gravity must have changed in BallHawks world.
It's getting too wild up in here.
Yep. Let's be honest.
That was one too many cups of fun.
Yes. Hands down.
Is that 130 proof?
Yes. Okay. BallHawk will be back once he figures out technology. I mean, it's not native to his people. But hands down, San Antonio knows how to tailgate. And I'm not trying to take a shot at anybody or instigate any kind of trouble or anything like that. But let's be realistic.
No, not you.
Our stadium, I know, do better, right? Our stadium is perfectly designed for tailgating. And we maximize on that to the point
we do.
Our tailgating was talked about across the country because of the game. I'm sorry, I was reading comments from Defender. The Defender said that Defenders fans threw a better tailgate in Texas than the Houston tailgate.
Ouch!
I'm gonna let you guys get that out, right? I'm just here so I don't get fined. But
I know you're gonna ban us next.
If there's one thing that we can claim from this season is that by far we had the absolute best tailgating. Okay,
That's true. What's happened? Well, all of a sudden it went blank. I know not what happened.
It's that 140 proof, dog.
That's right.
You mean just have fun? This is my St. Louis beer until they make one. But I hear September 9th that might be a possibility.
If you keep dropping clues, man.
You know, I'm going to go out on a limb and say...
Dirty's not on here anymore.
Don't say anything.
I don't know.
Don't say anything. Keep your speculations to yourself, sir.
Yeah.
What are you going on a limb about?
About his dirty name. That's it.
Yeah.
So, did we lose BallHawk again?
There he is. There he is.
Oh, there he goes.
So
there he is.
We have talked about like the inspiration for the costume. What's next? I know you said a couple of things to us off air. We're gonna leave it that way unless you want to talk about those things. But
let me talk about it. August 26th, Big Brothers Big Sisters of Eastern Missouri. They are doing a rock paper scissors championship. Battle at the Ballpark, it is called. Check their page. You'll find all the information. They have asked me to come down. I cannot wait. Anytime I can give back to kids, I'm there. I don't care if it's San Antonio, Seattle, Houston, DC, Orlando. If any team out there wants me to help give back to the community, BallHawk1 is there. So Big Brothers, Big Sisters, I definitely support. Go fund them. Go check it out. It's a 21+ event. It should be good time. September 9th, we talked about many times. And then the other big announcement I had is that I want to go to a non-Battlehawks game next year. Mm-hmm. And I will let fans vote where I should go.
San Antonio.
But I have been told, low-key, San Antonio will probably win.
San Antonio.
I'm going to tell you right now, if you have one vote for Vegas, I would celebrate that because that means they exist.
Let me tell you a little story about Vegas. I said 15 trips. One is already planned to Vegas because my boy, he turns 18 in September. And I am taking him to Vegas this year. Oh, yeah. BallHawk1 show him good time. Don't tell his girlfriend, though. She might not let him go.
Hey, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Well,
Oh, don't tell her that, Jorge frickin' Rollins.
yeah, sometimes it comes back with you and you got to go to a doctor for it. But that's for the after show.
It's the gift that keeps giving.
Okay, so got to ask this. What was your coolest, absolute, most memorable experience that you had this year in the XFL season?
Many may know this, but I was on the field when Hakeem Butler caught the touchdown in Week 10, and we got to high five, slap hands like Waterboy Bobby Boucher says. Slap hands. It was so crazy, though, because I was walking the stadium taking pictures with Warriors, and a guy asked me if I wanted to do a timeout video or timeout interview, I guess. And I said yes. So I was in the corner. I did not know Hakeem would catch touchdown, and he did. And we went to slap hands, and it was the most awkward moment of my life, but the best moment of my life, because I did not have touchdown celebration planned.
So, do you have one planned now, just in case it comes up again?
I'm a 47-year-old white man. I don't know touchdown celebration. I know. Caw-caw! That's about it.
I am a 48-year-old white man, and I've got a touchdown celebration.
Let me see.
Oh, you much better man than
there.
I. You much
Bet.
better man than I.
It's saved for
It goes,
touchdowns.
You know
Okay.
what? Just get a few
We-
cups
we-
of fun in you, and you'll
Yeah.
you'll come up with one on the spot.
Yeah, we might.
You know,
we might be doing a little
I
spin
must
for that.
say, if we're going to talk about the Brahmas tonight, I must say, y'all had the best defensive backs in the league this year.
Bet,
facts.
bet.
Period.
I appreciate football, and I can understand football. Best defensive backs in the league, bar none, not even close, San Antonio Brahmas.
Bet.
Barcoo Island. That's what I'm
Thank you.
saying.
Thank you.
Best linebackers, Battlehawks, but, you know, because Trey's my guy.
But,
You know-
respect. We'll say it's a toss-up.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Fair enough.
We all homers.
Yes, 100%. So, speaking of homers, let's make this awkward transition into getting ready to turn you back loose into the world to go pillage and do whatever BallHawk1 does and take his cup of fun with him. But plug your social media for the fans so they know where to find you and how to follow you.
I am pretty easy to find on the birdie thing called Twitter, I think, and the IG thing. I am STL BallHawk1. On Facebook, I just go by BallHawk1. It's very simple. That is my tags. But I must say, you must follow the San Antonio Brahmas, Horns Forward, and the Battlehawks if you're cool.
Yes. Bet.
Yes.
Bet.
Love it.
BallHawk1, thank you so much
Cheers to
for
that.
joining us.
Man,
tonight.
I wish the show was an hour longer. I've had so much fun. This is great.
Well, if you want to hang around for a little bit or plug back in, because we've got to do some stuff to pay the bills and, you know, shout out
Oh,
to
you talking about Bon Chicka Wah Wah show?
Brown chicken,
Yes.
brown
Right.
cow.
Yeah.
If y'all want me on that show, send me the link. I will come on. We will chop it up. But I must tell you, kids who follow me, please do not watch that show because BallHawk1 might go a little crazy on that show. I am definitely
It's-
down. It's a night party.
It's the same link, so you're
Yeah.
good.
It might become Teabag one. I'm just
Oh
saying.
my god.
T-Bag, no. Hey, the only thing I see dragging is my balls. Never mind. We'll tell you later.
Wait, hold on.
We'll tell you what I see dragging.
Yeah. Save it for the after show. BallHawk1,
Hit me up.
we'll see you in just a
Hey,
little bit.
real quick, may I throw one plug out there?
Plug.
Hey, breaking character, St. Louis, straight up. Y'all have made me part of your family, and I appreciate you. The XFL anywhere I've ever gone. Y'all treat me like family. I will work my ass off to make the XFL successful because of every fan base and every show like yours that goes all out to make the XFL successful.
Yes.
This is what it's about. We are all cousins. The Defender, the people from Orlando, the people from Seattle, St. Louis, everywhere. We're all family. I appreciate you guys. Straight up.
Awesome.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers to that.
All right, Jackie, time to pay
with
some
the
bills
Brahma
now.
beer.
Yes. So just wanted to highlight another one of our vendors that are going to be out at our event on August 5th for our supply drive. They are veteran owned. It will be fun. Just a little video of what you can expect. You've probably seen something very similar in and around the dome when you're walking around, but we will have Spin About You 360. They are veteran owned, so look out for them. You can find them on Facebook also, so like them. They have some really great specials. They have other types of things that you can rent for your birthdays, parties, whatever you guys got going on. But yeah, they're going to be out at the events. And then the last thing that I wanted to throw out there is next week's guest. Do y'all know who it could be?
I mean,
Enlighten us, please.
Isn't it pretty obvious?
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh, I love them.
Captain Obvious is going to be joining us next week. So look out for the flyer. But yeah, look out for Captain Obvious joining Horns Forward podcast.
That's going to be such a fun show. Hey, real quick, Jackie, what was
I
that
love
stuff that you were
Captain
putting in your
Obvious.
drink just a couple of minutes ago?
Hood Rat Dips. Coming soon. They will be a future sponsor for us. So very local. They actually won Chamoy competition last year. And actually the date of our community event, they go back to battle for #1 spot in San Antonio. But locally owned, some of my really good friends, they ship. So I know a lot of you people in DC got to try it out at the tailgate, loved it.
Very good, very good.
Chamoy. They do ship, very decent prices, and it's so good. And they have sugar-free options now. But look out for them too. Hood Rat Dips. You can find them on Facebook, Instagram, all of the social.
It is not spicy ketchup.
It's not spicy ketchup.
Yeah,
Do
DJ,
not
take
listen
that.
to DJ.
Speaking of shameless plugs, why don't we talk about the absolute best barbecue in Texas? Take it away, Jorge.
Yeah, so many of you have been fed by him. If you were at the championship or a couple of the tailgates, Orlando's Texas Barbecue, he has been nothing but a friend to us on here. And because of the Brahmas family and community, I just want to let you guys know how much this community has impacted his life and his business. Because a year ago today, or not today, but a year ago, around this time, he had just bought his food truck and parked out in front of Cowboys Dance Hall, hoping for the best. Brahma's come into his life, and now he's got a brick and mortar out on the northeast side of San Antonio near Converse, and is serving up some of the best barbecue that you will ever have. The most tender brisket. Everything is homemade. The sauce is homemade. Tortillas are homemade. The brisket, he puts a lot of love and time into every brisket that you eat is cooked 15 hours low and slow, along with his sausage, pulled pork, his chicken, his everything that's on the menu is delicious. So if you guys haven't, check him out. He's open Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays for lunch from 11 to 4, but definitely go early because if you don't, he does sell out quick. He sells out usually by 3 o'clock.
True story. Tried to go there for Father's Day. My wife called as soon as they opened, and they were like, "I'm sorry, we're completely out of brisket."
I was smart.
I think they had like a crumb of peach cobbler that they had left.
I was smart, and I pre-ordered, and I walked up in there
and
a whole ass brisket.
I've had some really good barbecue here in Texas. Some serious competition barbecue, and Orlando's knocks them dead. Get out there, get you some.
Anybody want to tell him where DJ's at?
The Alamo basement.
The Alamo basement. He's actually
Another
being
question.
he's being a decent human being and doing some coaching for some kids. And I don't want to give away all of his personal information and everything, but yeah, he's doing responsible dad duty stuff. So hats off to him.
Yeah.
Even though they didn't let him out of the basement to do that, he found a way to sneak out, and so he's there, and then he's going to sneak back in. Probably ride Pee Wee's bike around a couple of times under the basement there.
And then go back to mopping the floor, like BallHawk said.
All right. So that is the hour, folks. This has been an incredible show. BallHawk1 was an incredible guest.
Entertaining as
Love-
always.
Love having all of you guys on the show here. This is not the end. This is
But
just
wait,
the beginning
There's more.
of our transition into brown chicken, brown cow. So stick around. We're going to go ahead and shut this down and give us a couple of minutes to reset our characters, if you will, and then come join us for the real fun. Horn.
So
What did we call the show?
Only horns.
That's right.
Horny After Dark.
Boom.
I didn't come up.
That's what I was
So-
looking for.
Now, because we do things a little bit more raw and uncensored, pun totally intended, you can find that on the Viva Texas YouTube channel or the Viva Texas Facebook page, of which I've already been warned about. Hey, this is adult content. But this is my channel. It's my page. I do what I want with it.
I do what I want.
Yeah, man.
Whatever. I do what I want.
Go to that page after we shut this one down and bring your adult beverages and have some after dark fun with us.
Let's have a big old group of quality time.
Oh my God.
That's right. Now let's end it like we always do, y'all. Horns forward,
Horns
baby.
forward. SAJ out.
Baby.